News National Dialogue on Illegal Mining on Monday, the 4th of December. Good morning and welcome to the Farmers' Day edition of the News at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions. Coming up, Majority Leader in Parliament pursues consensus after failed attempts to ensure that the budget is laid. Fix the Country group cries foul. The Ghana Police Service is frustrating their planned one-month demonstration as they file a case against the police at the Supreme Court.
In response to the unjust injunction, we have filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking to quash this impediment to our constitutional right to protest.
And the National Road Safety Authority asked drivers to be more vigilant as we approach the festive season.
As we are entering the festive season, a lot of crashes will happen because of heightened mobility.
Today we tell you how the McCarthy Hills School is nurturing their students on innovative and sustainable ways to grow their own food despite challenges in the economy.
We are going to water it. When sunlight comes and rain drops on it, then it will grow so that we can eat it.
We'll bring you details of that when George joins us for business.
And economist Professor Ebutexin warns proposed restrictions on import could result in some significant hikes in prices of foodstuffs and some items.
We have all these details and more with me, Hannah Odami. We start off in Parliament, and after a failed attempt to approve the 2024 budget, the majority leadership is now working to build consensus ahead of another attempt next week. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, had declared on Wednesday that a budget had been approved following a voice note, only for the Speaker to contract them a day later. Listen to Alban Badbin.
I direct that the Business Committee should reschedule the issue for next week for us to finally take a decision on the budget. The budget statement and economic policy of the government for the year 2024 is still before the House.
Well, a statement from the Parliamentary Service last night backed the Speaker's ruling. It said a consensus approach is now being pursued to ensure the approval of the budget. Meanwhile, Professor of Finance at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Godfred Bopkin, says Parliament must be diligent in thoroughly reading the budget.
It is very clear from the IMF document, supported program document, what Ghana needed to do in order to assess the next 600 million. The 2024 budget is not one of them. Evans, what is outstanding, what is standing in the way of Ghana, has to do with the agreement from the official creditor committee. It has nothing to do with the 2024 budget. That said, I believe that Parliament should look at the 2024 budget comprehensively in the best interest of Ghana and then do what is needful.
Let's move on. And pressure group Fix the Country is crying foul, claiming the Ghana Police Service has secured another injunction against the group's planned one-month-long demonstration. The group's demonstration was supposed to have happened every day in the month of December over what they describe as the worsening cost of living. The group now says it cannot go ahead. At a news conference, they described the actions of the police as frustrating and unjust. Let's hear from convener Nana Densua Violet Allen.
The Inspector General of Police, in public remarks, not only refused dialogue but expressed a preference for legal roadblocks, dismissing our cause by suggesting that Christmas festivities outweigh the urgency of addressing our concerns. The IGP's public commitment to use the courts to hinder us, coupled with the subsequent injunction, raises serious questions about the independence of our judiciary.
Well, in the face of the injunction, the group says they are now in court to overturn the decision of the court. Additionally, they have rescheduled their planned demonstration to the 30th of December and will last for 2 days. Let's hear again from Na Denswa Violet Alan.
We wish to announce that in response to the unjust injunction, we have filed an application at the Supreme Court seeking to quash this impediment to our constitutional right to protest. As a result of the injunction, we are forced to make significant adjustments to the schedule we announced previously. We are planning to hold the demonstration from 30th to 31st December.
Nadine Swal Violet Annan is convener of pressure group Fix the Country. Now, in the wake of climate change and food security issues, the McCarthy Hill School has found an innovative way to instill the culture of farming in their pupils. The school is teaching pupils sustainable ways that they can grow what they eat as part of efforts to achieve Sustainable Development Goals 1 and 2. So ahead of Farmers' Day today, the school organized an exhibition where the pupils showcase the crops that they have been able to cultivate. And my colleague Kwesi Adai-Kwateng was there and filed this report read to you.
Calcium, magnesium, and zinc, purple cabbages.
These are some pupils of McCarthy Hill School performing a song on purple cabbage, a vegetable crop they have been able to cultivate in school. Others have also been able to cultivate crops such as long beans, pepper, and tomatoes, amongst others. For the school, no pupil is left out in their efforts to instill in them the culture of growing what they eat.
What did you plant? Watermelon and onion. We are going to water it. When sunlight comes and rain drops on it, then it will grow so that we can eat it. Watermelon, carrots, onion and pepper.
For the school, it is not just about planting the crops, but also knowing the nutritional benefits and how the crops are nurtured.
For the single ladies in the house, you can use watermelon and take it every day. Watermelon keeps your skin being vibrant and strong and fresh.
Their methods are also environmentally friendly and sustainable.
This is a greenhouse, and this is how we, the McCarthy Hill School, and other farmers plant, even under climate, because of climate change. Under any weather, this can still work out. So everything here is regulated, even the pipes. If you look down, you can see the pipes. We have punched holes in them. So when we turn on the taps, then the water trickles into the buckets down there, and our plants have their water.
Kwesi Adai-Kwateng's report for Joy News.
Now, the Public Relations Officer of the National Road Safety Authority, Pearl Sekekla, is stressing on the need for drivers to be extra careful as we approach the festive season. She mentioned that because of heightened mobility, vehicles are prone to more road crashes if care isn't taken.
I want to caution all drivers to be cautious on the road. Do not exceed the speed limit. Do not do wrongful overtaking, and do not drive recklessly, because all these things are factors that causes crashes. As we are entering the festive season, a lot of crashes will happen because of heightened mobility. Please, let's be cautious. Pedestrians wear the right attire and walk at the right direction to avoid crashes during the festive season, so that by the end of the year we all stay alive.
Reverend Cyril Crabb, president of the Accident Victims Support Foundation, also emphasized the need for the drivers to be more vigilant. He added the drivers are in charge of their own safety and that of the pedestrian as well.
Going into the festive season, I think that all drivers should first and foremost have in mind that they deserve to come home to their families. By that, they are going to be mindful of the way they drive. They don't drive recklessly. By that, every driver will drive with caution. They will drive with safety at the back of their mind, and at best they will look out for everybody, because they at the end of the day want to take them safely and come back also safe. So going into the festive season, we want to beg every driver to have these things in mind, because we want to have them, celebrate with them, and continue the coming year with them.
Well, the drivers were not the only ones cautioned, because Director of the Driver Training, Testing and Licensing at the DVLA, Kafui Semevo, admonished all Ghanaians to be cautious on the roads as well. And with that, we end the news at 6 with me, Hannah Odami. You'll find all these stories and more when you log on to myjoyonline.com. We wish all our farmers a happy Farmers' Day.